Okay. It's getting worse. Whoa! Okay, just got to avoid all this. Why is it so fast? So, Terraria 1.4.4 is right around the corner, and with it comes Red's new seed, which is believed to be the hardest difficulty, the hardest challenge, the worst of everything we have ever faced in Terraria. So, we need to do some preparations. We're back again with Fargo Soul Mod to find out what if Terraria was 300 times harder. And here's the thing, that title is often a bit of a joke, but listen, I struggle so bad with Queen Bee, today's episode could very easily become hell for me. Alright, I might be bold by the end of this. I'll be molding my way through this, because I'm not good at it. I'm not good at all. Now here's the thing, I started preparing for this video about, I don't know, what was it, 2 months ago? And then I got sidetracked with this big project, which is still not finished and won't be out until like maybe 2023. And that's not even a joke, right? I just forgot. But I want to experience some pain in Terraria. I'm killing time a little bit for the next update. I'm sure we all are. So what I did to prepare was I made this beautiful platform right here. I know, it's glorious, right? Move over master builders. And I got the Beamination by going down to the Queen Bee biome, starting the fight, running away. All right, we got a permanent respawn here. So we'll give this a go. We're going to be using the Eater of Worlds staff. That's all the size we can have. And I'll also use the Molten Fury with the Jester arrows, which I think is what we used against the Eater of Worlds. So here it is. Here is Fargo Soul Mod Queen Bee. Now, throughout this fight, I'm going to have to use my entire brain power, which admittedly isn't a lot when it comes to Queen Bee. But I'm really going to have to focus because, as you've probably already seen, my movement during a regular Queen Bee fight, because this is not even that different, it's just not great. And it never has been. And I don't know why. This Queen Bee, right? Queen Bee's been in Terraria for nearly 10 years. It's a long time. It's a good chunk of my life, right? It's not quite half my life. I'm getting older, right? But listen, it's a big chunk of my life. I was 15 when this was added. So no, I was 16, right? It was a long time ago. Listen. And I've just never mastered it. Okay. It's getting worse. There's a second Queen Bee, but it's only a diddy one. It's only small. So I feel like there's probably a balance here where we have to figure out how to avoid one while killing the other. Symbolic. So something that's only just clicked with me, we probably should have got a Bezor or a Bezor or a Jeff Bezos, whatever it's called, the little green cabbage thing. All right, that's Tiny Bee dead. I have a feeling that we're probably going to have more of those. So I've just got to kind of stay on my toes and try and manage my health, because here's what I'm thinking. In the downtime between bees, we try and recover, we try and regroup, we focus up, all that kind of stuff. All right, I don't know what this is. Whoa! Oh, no, wait. Okay, get underneath it. Okay, that's it. The muscle memory came back. Okay. When that happens, you go underneath the Queen Bee. I've got to do it. I've got to check. Do we have one? Is there one in here? There's elderberries. I don't think that's going to help, but it would be good if it did. I wonder if you're actually able to just craft one. That wouldn't shock me all that much. One toxic sludge banner or one hornet banner and a solidifier. So quick question to fit the theme of the video, because I'm kind of curious. What is the hardest game you've ever played or even beaten? And it doesn't have to be like, you know, Cuphead, very hard game. It could be like, oh, you know what? I struggled with this one level in a Harry Potter game on the PlayStation 1. Do you know what I mean? Like, what was the most hardest thing for you? Was it a level in Crash Bandicoot? Was it Terraria? I want to know. Leave me a comment. All right, there we go. We got the banner. Nice. That was a good little grind. My favorite kind of grind, to be completely honest, where you could get it randomly, but you have like a guaranteed drop. Like, we just needed to kill 50 of these to get it. Okay, let's go and get our Bezor, and it should make the refight better. Hopefully. Also, this is a really good time to say, if you're enjoying today's video and you're somebody that hasn't already, make sure to get subscribed, because this is the kind of thing I do on the channel, and if you're already vibing with it, trust me, There's so much more to come, especially with the new Terraria update. I am going to be playing that an absolute ton, to be honest. Maybe a little bit too much, all right? Maybe that might intimidate you a little bit. But listen, I like Terraria, all right? There we go. All right. Beezul. Now, what do we replace it with? I feel like we're using this a lot. Like, I feel like this is doing good damage. I think it's this one. I think it's the Aura of Shadow Flame. Let's give this a go and see if this setup works. Okay, so Tiny Bee is defeated. We know that there's an extra attack, but we know that it comes quite a bit after the Tiny Bee. So I'm not going to sweat it too much. I just hope that it starts doing that attack in a good spot, because before it did it like on the surface. Not ideal. So I am beginning to wonder if this happens at a certain health level now. Because this is quite a big gap. And my aim is, like, really shoddy. Because I'm focusing too much. Also, it's very dark, right? And my window's open and the light's bleeding in, all right? I'll take any excuse in the book. And do you know what my little brother's playing? And I'm on a controller. And the controller's like, you know, it's not even one of those good ones. It's like a Mad Cat one. Okay, so another Tiny Bee here. That Tiny Bee's got a lot less health. Interesting. I wonder if that's the case. It just keeps spitting out bees, but they're not as good, maybe? Okay, our health's low. Oh, wait. No, there's another Tiny Bee. I didn't even realize. Like I say, controller and all that. Oh, it's just the worst. Cursor on the screen, you say? Yeah, it's Steam Deck, actually. But it's a fake one. Alright, come on, Tiny Bee. I know I'm shooting at the main thing here, and I should be shooting more at the bee. Okay, what is that? Come on, I'm not ready for that. Right, so we've got 2 Tiny Bees again. This time, I'm actually acknowledging that there is 2 of them. So, we'll see what happens if I can actually beat these. Beat these bees. Okay, there we go. All right, they're dead. So now we just got the rest of the fight to do, maybe. I'm not exactly sure what happens now. Like, is there more Tiny Bees? Does it just get worse? That's probably the honest answer. It probably just gets worse. Okay. So we still get this phase. Interesting. Gives us a good time to use our summons, though. Nope. Okay, don't die here. Okay, I've got to remember that it charges. It does that flame attack, and then it charges after the many bee phase. Got to keep that in my bank. All right, and this phase here, I've got to remember to run during this phase. Oh. Okay, just got to avoid all this. Why is it so fast? What's that about? All right, so we're coming up to the end of the fight, hopefully. I've learned that this stage is like a frenzy stage. So you just kind of got to wing it. I'm hoping my summon can actually, like, deal a little bit of damage for me. That would be amazing. And there we go. It's done. All right. For a little bit of context, everyone, that took about 4 hours. 4 real hours, right? It's not even the day I started recording this. It's 4 days later. Because I got that. Whoa. All right. Okay. Here we go. We've picked it up. What did we get? I feel like this might be the weapon that you get from the boss, right? You know how every time there's like a secret weapon? I think this is it. So we got the Zealous Small Sting, which uses darts for ammo, has a 50% chance to not consume ammo, and it says stingers will stick to enemies hitting the same spot again, will deal extra damage. Amazing. We also got the Hard Queen's Stinger. Material grants immunity to infested. Your attacks inflict... Well, sorry, can't even read. Adrenaline's too high. Your attacks inflict poisoned and spray honey that increases your life regeneration. The honey buff increases your armor penetration by 10. Bees and weak hornets become friendly, ripped right off of a defeated foe. Okay, that's kind of cool. And in the treasure bag, we got some beeswax, got some bee nades. All really good stuff. Yeah, I think this is the rare weapon. So, yeah, if we take a little look at this, here is the weapon. I am so glad I got that on first try, because I was kind of dreading actually beating the fight, because I knew then the real grind would begin. Because I found, after 4 hours of doing that fight, for me, because I'm rubbish, bit of a fluke win. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I won that through pure skill alone. You know, the gods were looking down on me. They were smiling. Right, so it is time for Skeletron, a fight which I'm very much looking forward to, but I'm kind of dreading a little bit because I know that in this mod, Skeletron's kind of awful. Also, we got an anklet, which is great, because I actually needed that. I am going to slap that into there and upgrade my boots. Right, so we've got a long platform, and I just want to use this as a warm-up. What is Skeletron going to be like? Now, there's one thing I do remember about this fight, if I'm remembering correctly, might not be, it was a while ago. If I remember right, this fight has a very annoying ending, because it essentially turns into a no-hit right at the very end. Like, if you touch the skull, you are dead. But also, if I remember right, the skull is like 400 times faster than normal. It's kind of awful. Okay, old man, let's talk. Now, this is a fight I should be a little bit better at than the Queen Bee. Obviously, given my connection to Skeletron, Chippy's couch and all that. But also because I'm just bad at Queen Bee. I'm just so bad at it. Okay, right. Yeah, I remember this. I remember part of it. So it aims an arrow at you, or like it aims a target at you, and then the skulls that spawn in will spawn in a certain pattern. Like, we just got one pattern, it won't always be that pattern. Like, that pattern was like a diamond, right? No, wait, is it always a diamond? But then later it can change? The skulls? Okay. It's a very dark fight. For the next fight, I'll bring some shine potions. So I think the gimmick with the fight is it's going to keep spawning multiple arms. Like, all the time, there's going to be arms. Okay, let's walk this way. Yeah, alright, okay. It's weird how muscle memory works. It's weird what gets brought back to you. So it seems like those skulls... Whoa. Okay. It seems like the skulls it throws out are kind of like the skulls that are hitting me now. I don't know the name of them. Well, I can't remember the name, I'm sorry. It's kind of like that. So that's weird. The target thing happened, but nothing kind of came my way. So this seems like a fight where moving in a circle is going to help you out the most. Okay, so we've got more arms. There's also, like, a lot of skeletons. Can we just talk about that? There's a whole army of them. Interesting. So I think the target turns into those homing skulls. I think that's the gimmick. The gimmick is it's going to aim at you, and that's where it knows to fire the skulls. Interesting. So health's not going great now. We definitely had a winning streak at the start. I think a big thing is, I'm getting, once I get hit by the arm, it gives you a lot of debuffs. So yeah, the refight is going a lot better. And I do actually legitimately think it's due to being calmer. Like, when it hits you with broken like that, just stay calm. And, like, don't panic with your movement. And I am speaking to myself. This would be a weird tutorial if this was the case. Okay, so things seem to be getting faster now. Not really equipped for it, but that's all right. Okay, now I'm botching this a little bit. I just gotta remember to stay composed. I gotta remember to jump here. Oh, we actually got very close then. If I'd have just jumped over here, waited for the next attack, jumped over there, I think I'd have beat that. Right, so we're approaching the end of the fight. Let's see if it still has that awful phase I remember. If I remember right, it's going to start spinning any moment. Yep, there it is. Right, if you get hit by that, the fight is over. Oh, it's not as bad as I remember. That's all right. Maybe they've toned it down. Listen, I used to rage about this a lot. And there we go. That wasn't too bad. Muscle memory helped me out there way more than I thought it would. Genuinely, I didn't think that was going to be the case. So, we got the Necromantic Brew. Equipable. Material. Grants immunity to Lethargic. Summons 2 Skeletron arms to whack enemies. Yeah, this is the real deal. I love it. I love this one so much. Okay. Treasure bag. Awesome. Dungeon crates. Even better. We don't really need them right now, to be fair. But more crates, always a good thing. So this is actually the thing that we're working towards. All of these different accessories that we've got from all of the different bosses so far will eventually build into the Supreme Deathbringer theory. But to do that, we have a very special boss that we need to beat. So the boss in question is the Deviant. The Deviant is such a step up from Skeletron, it's actually wild. Like, all of this is nothing compared to the Deviant. But that's going to be it for today. If you want to see more of these, let me know in the comment section down below. If you request it enough, I'll bring myself back for some more pain. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.